Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I want to appreciate you so much because of your great support. Please consider subscribing to this channel. Ahmednasir Abdulahi has come out to give William Ruto's government a panic mode, as this is a type of government that William Ruto is governing. In a statement on social media, the lawyer, the senior counsel, Ahmednasir Abdulahi, says that President Uhuru Kenyatta failed to deal with cartels in the energy sector, and that President William Ruto is taking the same route. I remember these cartels. I have always opined in this channel that when it comes to dealing with cartels, it is a major big problem, not only in the Republic of Kenya, but also other countries across the world. These cartels, these are billionaires. They do businesses. So when I saw the first time, even before William Ruto took an oath of office, he visited Meru and he promised that the first thing he was going to do was to ensure that these cartels, he was going to raid them, because he claimed that these cartels are seriously exploiting Kenyans, which according to his knowledge, he is totally not comfortable with cartels. And by the way, I ask you a simple question. William Ruto himself is a cartel. Now, he handed over the duty when he felt like handling cartels was going to be a very heavy job. Then he decided to hand it over to so-called Rigathi Gachagua, his deputy. I've seen Rigathi Gachagua trying his best. Now, when you look at the effort that Rigathi Gachagua is putting on place, is not giving us a good returning, as I think Rigathi himself also, he is a cartel. Let us agree on that. He is a cartel. Now, according to the tweet of Ahmednasir Abdulahi, he is saying this. 20 years ago, Mwai Kibaki buddies, blue-eye boys, negotiated with themselves on both sides of the table and gave themselves crazy figures when they brought about independent power purchaser. Former President Uhuru Kenyatta failed to address this theft. It seems President William Ruto will not address either. That is whatever Ahmednasir is saying. Is this a kind of failure that we are having in every regime? Because at least we are being told that Mwai Kibaki tried his best as much as he could. That is why, though the cartels were there, but they never came out exploiting Kenya too much, in an extent destroying the lives of Kenyans. But what we are seeing is that if William Ruto will not act fast and immediately dispatch Attorney General Justin Muturi to explore the legal avenues for the high cost of electricity in the country and terminate the independent power purchasers, there is going to be a big problem. And Ahmednasir is saying this. I plead with President William Ruto to bite the bullet, forget about the interests of oligarchs, and authorize Attorney General Justin Muturi to explore the legal rationale to terminate the IPPS so that hustlers can get cheap power. President Ruto must tell the Kibaki oligarchs that hustlers matters. I don't see, because we were told the government is going to be the government for hustlers. What you're seeing is the government for tumbocrats, people like Atwoli still being appointed to chair, I don't know which committee. I saw this morning several individuals like Mudavadi, is a billionaire, worth 4 billion Kenyan shillings. He's still being given a prime cabinet minister, a seat that is not recognized in the constitution of the Republic of Kenya. We were told this regime is for hustlers, boda mama mboga. How will you expect William Ruto to solve your issue of hiking price of electricity? How will he? At the same time, the cartels surrounding William Ruto's government, every corner of the Republic of Kenya. And that is why some of them are coming from one tribe. We know them. And that is why this was the freedom they claimed during their campaign time period. But what I know and I do understand very clear is I don't think if William Ruto will give out a very strict mechanism on how he's going to deal with this kind of malicious types of cartels. William Ruto himself is a cartel, a businessman. Rigathi Gachagua is a cartel, a businessman, having almost 25 companies doing business. How will these people organize their government? At the same time, in the regime of William Ruto, we are having a bigger percentage of them occupying offices as politicians, not technocrats. When we have a technocrat is a person that understands the ground on how an economy, or rather some issues that are so much important, is being stabilized as the country is so concerned. But politician is someone that always is having narratives after narratives that cannot have any value sometime, and that is their behavior. But again, something that you must understand, regardless of the effort that William Ruto is trying to make against these cartels, which I know is that as Kenya Power seeks increase of electricity by up to 75%, I don't think if this is going to be business as usual in our country. Because some people, you might think, one thing that I've realized with this government, they're coming out to hike themselves that they can do whatever it is good. Because I saw Musalia Mudavadi saying that he was the solution to the economy of the Republic of Kenya, as long as he was going to be part and parcel of this government of William Ruto. So something that is worrying me is how will they come out to actualize the truth and the reality of the hiking price of electricity. At the same time, this sector is being surrounded by cartels. They are all over. They are all over the country. But at the same time, we are talking about the so-called William Ruto's Kenya Kwanza government. They are saying and telling us that the solution, like electricity, price of unga, fertilizer, oil, fuel, all those commodities depends on what they are going to collect. But at the same time, they have already borrowed billions of money. And these billions of money, we don't know where they are using these billions of money. So I'm a person that is so worried with this so-called Kenya Kwanza government. Because at the same time, they are telling us the reality on their side, but is giving us a lot of worries. At the same time, we don't see any change across the board. So what I believe, as long as we do understand them, there are certain things in this government that you will not see them being changed. Because at the same time, they are borrowing from IMF, World Bank, these banks, these multilateral institutions and donors. They always have their conditions and measures. When they say that you must double tax Kenyans when it comes to the VAT in fuel, you must do it. Because it is their money that you're using. At the same time, William Ruto is telling us that his government will not borrow. Ladies and gentlemen, what are your thoughts? Drop your opinion at the comment section below. Otherwise, thank you so much. Bye-bye till you meet on another video.